Hey everyone, so it is November 1st today, so it's time for October favorites. And this month I would say the things that I was loving the most would have to be my Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm. I really enjoy this with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation over it. This is such a great combination. I think that the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation would actually be good with any BB cream. I've used it with others too, and it just seems to work really well with them. I have a video just on the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm, so if you want more information about that, then check out that video. But yeah, these two together work really well for me, and I can see myself sticking with this combo for quite a while. I had mentioned in another video that I already bought a backup of this just so that I wouldn't have to worry about running out or not having any on hand, even though this is not even close to being done with. I just like that combination a lot. And then of course I have to say my Essence Forget It Concealer Palette, because this peachy salmon colored one just makes a really great color corrector. If you have any dark circles or anything, it works really great for that. I don't use the other two that often. I do use them occasionally. They do what they need to do, but really I get this for the pink peachy color. It's kind of tough to find though. They only have it at Ulta, and it's usually out of stock or sold out, so if you see it, then grab it, because chances are it won't be there the next time you go back. The eyeshadow primer I've really been loving this month has been Bare Minerals Prime Time, and I only started using this a lot because I had run out of Urban Decay Primer Potion. I actually still have like a little sample of that, but I decided that I would start using this a lot because it is a cream product and I didn't want it to go bad. And I realized after using it day after day that it works just as well as the Urban Decay Primer Potion, if not better, because it's very thick, and as long as you blend it out well and get like a even distribution, and you know, you don't go crazy using too much, this works really, really well. Could not live without my Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer in Blonde, because when you have to fill in your eyebrows, it's really tough sometimes when you have light colored hair or brows to try and get a good match. And I hate to use that description because really you don't want to match it to your brows. You want to go lighter than your brows to make it look natural, and so it's tough to get a light color that is going to look natural when you fill it in. Right at the beginning of my brows is where my empty spots are, but I run it all the way through just to blend it in so that I don't have them, you know, one color here where it needs to be filled in, and then a different color in the rest of it. So this is a really good product. MAC Zoom Lash Mascara. I had gotten this in a kit that I had bought at a CCO, and it's just like a sample size mascara, and I was so surprised when I discovered that I really like it. This mascara is everything I want my mascara to be. I can put it on and it really enhances my eyes, my eyelashes. What I need is more volume than anything. I don't really need length because I do have nice long eyelashes. I just like to volumize them a little bit, and this does the job. And you can put a lot on before it starts to clump. It just works really well for me, and I like it a lot, and I'm really surprised. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this mascara on YouTube, and it's such a good one. I have tried other MAC mascaras before, and I really didn't care for the ones that I had tried previously, but Zoom Lash is a good one. Catrice Nude Rose Lip Liner. This particular formula that I have of this is discontinued. Apparently Catrice has redone all their lip liners, so I have not tried the new formula, but I'm kind of wondering, why they changed it, because I really like this. And it even has a handy lip brush on the end of it if you want to do your lipstick with that too. But this color just works well with my lip color, my natural lip color, and if I blend it a little bit, I can use this with any lipstick really. And there aren't that many lip liners that I can say that about, and I have a lot of them. So that's great. This product, I definitely had to put this in here because this is Lip Fusion Infatuation Lip Gloss, and it's in the color Angelic. Now, I've had this for a really long time, and when I first bought this, Thomas just walked by. When I first bought this, I did not like it, but that's because I wasn't using it properly. This does not work good over lipstick. I like to layer my products a lot of times. I like to put lip gloss over lipstick, and this really doesn't look very good when you do that with this because the formula is pretty thick and it has a brush applicator, and so what you want to do is you want to very carefully wipe off the excess product. Well, let me just show you. Okay, see how much comes out on there? So you want to make sure that you wipe off like almost all of it and then just use what is left on the brush, because if you don't, it's just going to be a big thick mess. So used properly, I like it, and I don't really feel like it plumps my lips. It does make them feel a little tingly, but that's about it. So it doesn't really make your lips any bigger as far as I can see, but it is a nice product when you use it right, and I do like this color, Angelic. It's just sort of, oh gosh, it's a pink, but it's like borderline mauve, and it's got some shimmer in it, and maybe even a hint of beige. Another lip product I've been loving this month is the Aquafina lip balms. I had gotten these from Dollar Tree. They had right at the end of the aisle, they had a bunch of them like on one of those hanging displays. And I bought one because my friend Holly Anna Uri, had told me a long time ago that it was her favorite lip balm. So I remembered her saying that, so I bought one and I loved it. And then I ran back the next day and bought like a ton of them. And I'm so glad I did, because I was at Dollar Tree this weekend and they were all gone. They had none. And this was not that long ago, so they sold out fast. But yeah, this lip balm has got jojoba oil, almond oil, and vitamin E in it. So it's very intense and moisturizing, but that's what you want in a lip balm, right? It's almost too intense though, because it lasts so long that what I used to do with the EOS lip balm that I was always using before is I would put that on, and then 20 minutes later I would do my makeup once it had a chance to sink in. Well, with this is so moisturizing that it stays on, it stays with you, so it's not going to disappear. So you have to have a very light hand with this, because otherwise you won't be able to put any lip products on top of it. So it's really, really good. And I know some of you had told me that you have it at Walgreens and Walmart near you. Well, I checked both those places and they do not sell it at the ones near me. So I'm really glad that I bought a whole bunch of them at Dollar Tree. So you may have it at those stores near you if you're looking for it, and you may not. Some more things that I have been loving this past month. are some that I want to tell you about, some like non-makeup items that I've been loving. I'm not really much of a TV person. The last show that I really followed faithfully year after year, episode after episode, was Lost. I really love that show. Didn't like the ending, but I'm not going to get into that. But the reason why I bring this up is I have found not one, not two, but 3 TV shows that I love enough to watch week after week faithfully. And like I said, it's been a long time since I really found anything that I love. And thank God for on demand, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to see them from the first episode, because 2 of them just started and 1 of them has been on for about a month. So what they are is, let's start with the 2 new ones. Grimm. It's, this one's going to be hard to describe. You know what? Just go to, just Google it and look it up, because that would be really difficult for me to describe the premise of this show. But if you like things like, okay, if you used to like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, you'll probably like Grimm, because it's got like that supernatural element to it. People that are special, that have like, you know, special powers and gifts and stuff. And the special effects on it I thought were pretty good. And the story was good, the acting was good, I really liked it. The other new show that I started watching that started last week is called Once Upon a Time. This is really an interesting premise to this show, because they take like your traditional fairy tales and then try to incorporate that into the modern world. Like they take characters from fairy tales and then, because of circumstances related to the story, put them into the here and now. So very interesting premise for a show, but really captures your imagination, and really enjoyed that as well. The other show I started watching, thanks to On Demand, is Terra Nova. And this kind of is sort of like a Jurassic Park type thing, mixed up with Stargate, if you're familiar with that show and the premise of what a Stargate is. Basically what they did was they took some people from Earth in the future, when we've wiped out, ruined our planet, and they put them through a Stargate type apparatus and sent them back in time to like the Jurassic era. And you know, the thing is, they were supposed to go back to save the human race because we had ruined the planet. So there's dinosaurs, and then there's like colonization and that type of thing going on. Really good show. If you have cable TV with on-demand feature, go back and check out the premiere episode. But don't wait too long, because I think these kind of things like are only available for a limited time only. So I think I might have come in on this at just the right time for Terra Nova, because I think the premiere episode was about to expire. Sorry, I still, that cold that I had is sort of combining with allergies and things like that, and my voice is still got this like slight frogginess to it. Let's see, what was the other thing I was going to tell you about? Oh, if you like to go to casinos and you enjoy WMS gaming slots, Phantom EFX has released a home version of WMS gaming slots. Now, apparently this came out when I was in Vegas, or like a couple days before, and my husband and I happened to be at Target this weekend, just kind of looking around at stuff, and I was over in the games for PCs area, and I saw a picture of a WMS game on the cover of this DVD, CD-ROM type thing. And I was like, oh my god, that's WMS Gaming. And the reason why this is a big deal is because this is the first time that WMS Gaming has ever allowed anyone to put their games in DVD, CD-ROM format. And I never expected this to happen because I figured if it was going to, it would have happened by now because IGT has lots of games that you can buy in that format. And so for any of you that go to the casinos and know what I'm talking about, this is a real big deal, and it's going to be so fun to play them at home. Actually, we picked up the disc and we have been playing it at home. So that's definitely a favorite. And for other types of games, I've also been playing Angry Birds, and I know a lot of you probably already know what that is. It's really popular. I find the premise of this game a bit disturbing as far as like possibly the message that it would send to children, because it's quite violent, and it's violent like using animals. And I am such a huge animal lover, and so I find this kind of scary in the sense that I worry if kids are playing this game, if they're going to be like mature enough to understand that it's not nice to be mean to animals. But if you put that all aside, the game itself is very addictive. And basically they use the laws of physics. That's really all what this game is you take these birds and you throw them at these objects to try to kill pigs, which sounds awful, but it's in cartoon form and it's not real, obviously, so I guess it's okay. It's, like I said, as long as parents explain to children that it's not nice to be mean to animals. But yeah, so you have to throw the birds in just the right way in order to destroy these structures that have pigs in them, and then try to kill the pigs. I know that sounds awful, but if you've played the game, then you know what I'm talking about. It's really a lot of fun because it's very challenging trying to figure out how hard to throw the birds and at what angle, and then there's all kinds of special things where you hit a button and even more things happen while you're trying to do this. I know it sounds bad, but it's really fun. So and the only other thing I've been really loving this month is cooking like real food from scratch that is way more nutritious than what we had been eating before, which was a lot of processed food. And I know my husband and I have both talked about this, and we just feel so much better. But I already did sort of a whole video on that already too. But I'm just saying that I think this is something that I really want to stick with as long as I have the time. Right now I do have the luxury of having the time to make these meals that take a long time to make, preparation-wise and cooking-wise, and that's great. But I don't know what the future holds, and if things change and I all of a sudden don't have that kind of time anymore for various reasons, then I don't know how I would be able to continue to cook like that because it is so time-consuming. So those are my monthly favorites. I know there were a lot of favorites this month that weren't related to makeup. Oh, there is one more that I have to mention. Nail polish. Le Métier de Beauté, best nail polish formula ever. You can buy it at some Nordstrom's, all Neiman Marcus's, and if you live in New York, Bergdorf Goodman is the other place that I found out about that they sell it there. I don't live in New York myself, but if you do, then you probably already know this. And the other nail polish that I have rediscovered my love for is OPI. OPI is so very good quality and very good color selection, which is the same reason why I love Le Métier de Beauté polishes as well. And if you're looking for a less expensive, because Le Métier de Beauté is the most expensive, like dollar per ounce or whatever, OPI is somewhere in the middle, I would say, and I get mine usually at Ulta. And if you're looking for something that is affordable, that is not as expensive as those other brands, I would have to go with Funky Fingers from Five Below, because the quality of their polish is so great considering it's less than $5 a bottle. You can either get 2 for $5, or then if you don't buy it that way, I think it's $3 a bottle, which is amazing. But yeah, they don't have a lot of colors to choose from at any given time, but they do come like in batches, and then when they sell those down the next month, they'll usually reintroduce something else, or 2 months at the longest. But yeah, that's really good too. And so I guess that's it for my favorites. And for products today, the shirt is Danskin from Walmart. This ring is from JCPenney. This ring is from Kmart. This bracelet is from like a little Tibetan gift shop that's in Connecticut that is, you know, kind of one of a kind. I already mentioned all the products that I'm wearing as my monthly favorites. The only ones that I didn't say was my blush is Accessorized. This is a merged blusher in Pretty Pink. And even though it says Pretty Pink, to me it's more like a coral color with blue or purple veining. I do like that blush a lot. My eyeliner today is Wet n Wild Color Icon in blue, and I really like this shade of blue for eyeliner, and looks like it would be the easiest thing in the world to find, and it isn't. So I was very happy to come across that. That's my eyeliner today. And then my eyeshadow is Accessorized, and this is a merged eyeshadow in shade number 3, which is Seashell. And this is just like a silvery blue, and it's got bronze veining in it. So that is it, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.